Hi everyone, it's Cindy, and I have my farm journal to share with you. It is 6.5 inches by 9.5 inches, or just 9 inches, I'm sure. I don't know. It's a big old chunky book. It's got a 2.5 inch spine, and it is, strained to be closed. Most of that's the tags and things like that. I used the book. There was a book named Farm Wanted, and it was in that box of stuff that I got from my daughter-in-law's father. So it was an old book. It was like from the 40s, the 1940s, and it had this color right there. That's the color of the cover. It wasn't very inspiring, but this was the frontispiece, and I, put that on there, and then I had some other things decoupaged, some receipts and things like that. Bit of the fabric with a farm scene on it. And there's the spine. I ran the ribbon under the threading, and there's some more of that fabric. And just have it tied with some gingham ribbon. And here we go. So inside is just a pocket of some, I used a lot of papers, mostly all the scrapbook papers are from a stack from Recollections that I can't remember the name of, and I apologize. Made lots and lots of tags for this. I did all kinds of fun stuff. This little piece here, this tractor, there were a bunch of them actually in the Good Old Days magazine, so I used those. These are some printables that I cut out. And this is also a printable, and I will list them in the description box. I don't have them at the ready in my brain. I'm sorry. So this is a Doily Die that I got from China, and I just put it on there, glued on a couple of sides. I have cut out from that book that I cut all the pictures from a while ago, with some cheesecloth behind that, and one of Tim Holt's paper dolls on there, just a little collage. And then this is a printable. These I know are from Mrs. Coggs, and with some of the cardstock stationery or scrapbook paper. Everything is tea-dyed. This was tea-dyed, and you can see that better probably here. Another collage on a receipt from those set of printables. Here's a Tim Holtz, I forget what they call those, photo booth, I guess. There are a lot of illustrations from the book. Every chapter had an illustration, so I tore all those out, and I've used them throughout. As here, they're fun. I think they're really kind of fun. And I used some of the maps, ledgers, and text paper. Here's some baby rickrack that I glued on. I didn't think I could sew it very well. I also have these printables from the old design shop, I believe, but I'll verify that down below. And so you'll see those. I didn't have any really suitable farm stamps, so I didn't use any. And it was kind of fun, actually, in the long run. Here's a piece of a paper, or a page from the Good Old Days, and it has an article about Grandpa's farm, I believe. Some washi tape, just to add some color there, I think. This is one of those cutouts that I got from that book of clip art. A paper, or fabric flip, excuse me. First of all, there's some ribbon and rickrack over here on the corner. And fabric flip, and underneath is a journaling spot. And I do this a lot. I don't know how this is going to show up very well, but I put washi tape, I glue washi tape over places where I stitch just to reinforce. Sometimes I feel like the stitching makes a perforation. I'm afraid it'll rip. So it's just a little bit of reinforcement. Here's a little corner tuck and place for journaling. And it lays down real nicely so I didn't clip it or anything. Another one of those Mrs. Coggs pieces on scrapbook paper. This is a Tim Holtz card. And then I've layered it up with some paper ribbon from Hobby Lobby and some, another pair of paper dolls, which I thought were real cute. And put, this is actually one of those, you know, it was a title page from the book, and I just put it to size and left that little bit of information there. I thought it was fun. So, yeah, so that's there. And each of the signatures is pretty much the same, so I'm only going to really go through the first one. I'll sort of flip through quickly to the other ones. Then there's lots of tea-dyed paper. And, like, this is another one of the old design shop printables with the chickens up here. I hope that's in camera. Some music paper, which I tea-dyed. And the maps, images, and text. I made these patchwork pockets. I used a piece of felt, and then I just pieced these pieces on top and zigzagged around them, and it makes a nice sturdy little pocket. Another one of the Mrs. Coggs printables, and a little faux seed packet journaling card. And another part of that, here's the strawberry washi that I used where the stitching was on the bottom of that pocket. There with the combine. And this is the center of the signature. Just a little booklet I made for each signature. Did some collaging on the front. And just put some papers inside. I put charms in the center. Here we have a butterfly and a bee. Seemed farm-ish. And then moving on, we have horses. And the other part of that paper, here's the other part of the music paper. A big old cow, chickens in the background. This is a little tuck spot I made with one of those. It's actually a double tuck spot with one of Mrs. Coggs printables and then these receipt printables. I really think they're from the old design shop as well, but I'm not positive. I will double check that out. And then I just put another little collage piece that I made in the first pocket and a bigger tag in the second pocket. And this is a little kind of silly pocket I made out of one of those seed packet things. I put a little tab on the bottom to hold it shut, and it's just got a couple of other tags inside for journaling. Or they could take them out and put little treasures in there as well. And the other side of the good old days with some more rickrack up there. And this is one of the seed packets from Target. I put paper on this side. The flap is on the other side. And, oh, that's what that washi tape was for, to hold the flap in. I remember now. And just a little bit of collaging, and there's places to write there. You can't really get into the envelope. I suppose if you really worked at it, you could. If you wanted to put something super secret in there. But I just thought it was kind of fun the way it was. So, then moving on. Little farm journal information there. And another pocket that I stitched into place. These are some of the yo-yo fabric yo-yos that I got from Diana at Pretty Pink Cottage. A little tag that I've had around that someone sent me a while back, and it seemed to fit with this theme. Another tag that I've collaged with a Mrs. Coggs image and some a Tim Holtz card in the back, just a little word, and a sticker of some fern. So, let's see. And again, washi tape to reinforce where the stitching was. Some, another illustration from the book. I think my tea-dyed paper really got interesting this time. It was a lot of fun. This is a side pocket with one of those receipts and some of the artwork from the book, and I just put a couple of tags in here. One that I collaged, and one that's just a seed packet. And I put a little ribbon tab on there just to make it stay. Next signature, again, this the doily pocket, and another little tag with the tractor, and the Tim Holtz action. Like I said, they're very, very similar. I did not show that each of these on the first page of the signature has a flip out like that for journaling. And beyond that, there's not much difference between the signatures. Some of the trim, this is from, Sabrina had sent me this. She got it at Mighty Dollar, I believe. And so, yeah, I put some of that in here. In each of the signatures, I believe. Big old, a beautiful shot of a farm in this signature from Good Old Days with some rickrack at the top. And the fabric flip in another spot for journaling. Big old chicken. Another one of those Tim Holtz cards and various layering pieces. A little flip here. This little tractor, I have one in each signature, is from a little die that I got from Tailored Expressions. And again, with the digital, here's, you can see in this signature, there's the flap from this signature's Target seed packet. And we'll get there in a minute. Barn shot. I hope that's, you're getting it all in there. I don't have the best setup for showing a big book, and I apologize. Here I have a little house and a bird cage on the charms, and there's the booklet for this signature with a milk bottle. What do they call those? Little print, cap, I guess. And so that one was from Tim Holtz, actually. And some chickens. There's the patchwork pocket for this signature. And some rickrack and washi. Here's the packet from Target this time. And this tag is actually inside. And like I said, you could work at it and get it out, but really it's just part of the collage. The horses again. Here's that layered pocket with the two areas. And I love this guy sitting on that postcard. And let's see. Sheep. Another yo-yo on a pocket. And just a big tag. And Mrs. Cox's Printable. More artwork. There's washi and artwork from the book. Third signature, one of my favorite papers with the chickens. There's that guy, the same one, but he's sitting this time on a postage stamp. And there's a collage tag with artwork from the book. And this is actually one of the chickens that I cut off of the parts that I cut off from the paper. One of the scraps, so I put that on there. And there's the flip out with the collage on the front. And some rickrack and washi to reinforce that. A couple of tags in here. And the flip. Now again. And here's the Target packet here, seed packet with the same kind of thing, and a little bit of collage up here. And from the Good Old Days, there's this. The camera's drifting a little bit. Let's keep moving on me. And yeah, I love that Good Old Days. The pictures are so much fun. And just a label here. Some more of that denim ribbon. Charms here are a tree of life and a little leaf. And there's that little booklet for this chapter, or chapter signature, with a big old turkey. There's the patchwork pocket. Another collage tag. They're so much fun to make. Here's more of that denim ribbon. And the washi. And music paper. There's that pocket. Some more milk bottle caps. That's what they're called, bottle caps, for goodness sake. Here's the fabric flip. And I didn't need to add a journaling place because that paper is just paper. And back here is that double pocket again. And washi to reinforce where the brick rack is. This is a bandana that I had purchased for my daughter-in-law's book that I did last Christmas. She wears them when she exercises. So I just bought one and used it for pockets in her book. And I had some of that left, so I used that for a pocket in here. It seemed appropriate. And just for fun, I put some glossy accents on these tomatoes that I cut off from one of the pages. And just to give it some difference. And then some more artwork and washi. And there's the end. The last page, again with the side pocket. Everything's the same but different. More glossy accents on these cherries. And then there's just a little simple tag with some of the artwork from the book. And that's it. That's my farm book. I'm going to be listing this in my shop. And I'll have that link below as well. And I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and come back.